Right, so this sitting behind me is finally a new chair, an actual working chair I can sit in and not feel like my spine is breaking while we work from home in lockdown. So I am so happy this has arrived today. Right, so with lockdown still going ahead for what has to be about 10 weeks now, I am very quickly running out of things to do and things that need to be done. So I'm actually quite glad this has arrived today because it actually gives me a task for the day, and if that gets done, I'll feel satisfied. So we're going to speed this ahead and get to the part after this. It's going to be a transition in 3, 2, 1. Lovely stuff. Oh, love it. Absolutely love it. Slidey. Oh, that's looking better. So as you can see, this room is very slowly starting to come together now. We've got the desk here, now the chair, wee couch thing that's also a pull-out bed, shelving. I just need another load of shelving here, but unfortunately won't come until June, and cupboards. Right, so the reason I bought this chair actually is because we're now working from home. I should have probably really bought it a couple of months ago now, but because we are working at home and I can't really go out and exercise as much as I used to before, I'm really trying to invest in keeping my posture as suitable kind of for what we need for as long as possible. I'm starting to notice, especially if using that wooden chair and just sitting at home all day and not really moving, is it really accentuates that whole office posture, which is basically hunched over, back starting to bend, pushing out the lumbar, stretching out of the neck, and generally not looking great. It doesn't look good in the mirror, and back starts to hurt after a while, especially if you lie out on the floor straight and you start to realize, oh, spine doesn't actually straighten out anymore. It's something that really over time degrades, and because it takes time to degrade, it takes time to fix. So it's like your weight. The longer you eat, like in a caloric surplus, obviously gradually you start to get bigger, you start to get fatter over time. And then it's not really a one-day hit to just bring it all back in again. Because it took you time to get there, it takes you time to undo it. And it's the same with posture. But the difference with posture is it's what starts to become comfortable. So with calories, it's a lot easier because you just start burning them if you want to lose them. It's all that thermodynamic process. Whereas in posture, it's about how your body moves. And unfortunately, when you lose mobility in, say, your shoulders because they're frozen, hunched over there, or your neck's leaning out, it can take forever to try and fix them back properly. The best way to do it is usually through strength work, but obviously with all the gyms shut, and the only weights I have here are little baby weights that you kind of get as a teenager, is you can't really do very much to fix it while you're staying at home. There is stuff you can do and stuff you can work on, but there's very little to fix. So although this is kind of a purchase I wouldn't normally make, the idea is to invest really in myself, because obviously I want to be here for a long time. I wouldn't mind being here till I'm 70, even 80, 100 would be ideal. I think after that point, I would maybe start reconsidering my thought process. But for the moment, I still want to stay as much as I can, physically in shape at 100 as I am now. Obviously, that most likely will not be the case. But the idea is to invest in ways to try and prolong that degradation of the body. And one way is through this chair. Now, I'm not a big gamer. I've got like a Switch and a couple of old consoles from when I was younger, but nowadays not really anything at all. But the beauty with these chairs is that they're made for you to sit in them for a long time. They're built for gamers and streamers who sit in these for 8 to 12 hours a day regularly every day. Now, I personally find they're much better than office chairs. Office chairs are comfy, but they don't really provide the support. And I found the ones that were alright, they also reclined a bit too far, so you're still having to pull your neck forward to try and see the screen and type away. Whereas with these chairs, they come with additional cushions. You've got your lumbar support down here. You can adjust this to obviously support the back of the neck to stop you falling in and caving on yourself like this, or caving forward like this. It gives you a nice little support in here, so it balances out the weight throughout the spine. So between the two cushions, it allows you to keep that figure of 8 nice while maintaining consistent pressure right the way through the spine, which is great. Also stops you collapsing in on yourself if you want to hunch down, which obviously is great because you don't always want to be compressing your spine all the time. So you really want to be lengthening it. There's obviously compressions where slip discs occur. So with these chairs, I just thought it would be a fantastic way to use a bit of money to invest back in myself, especially since we're going to be at home. I'd say personally I'm going to be here until at least July, so it's another at least 6 weeks away before I'm back in the office. And I really don't want to come out crippled, I don't want to come out with 3 or 4 years worth of kind of physio just to get over the fact I've been working at home. I really want to keep myself sharp all the time. And then this, surprisingly, I found also allows you to open your shoulders up a bit. So that's a thing. And it's great because I'm usually quite hunched over like this. So being able to support in a position where I'm keeping up and right, see, that's much better than this posture. Look at that. That looks awesome. That's a good looking posture. It's a sexy posture. This is not. So it's good though. this whole room is starting to become a wee bit of a hub. It's good though. This little room is starting to become a little bit of a hub, which is ace, because I've never really had one before. With living down south and everything, I've kind of been all over the place. I'm really just trying to do stuff wherever I'm kind of sitting, making the most of it, where it's nice to have a room. Obviously we still need carpets and shelving, but apart from that, obviously they're not as essential. But apart from that, it's nice to have like a little bit of a hub to myself where I can just come in, create, be an idiot, no one to judge me apart from the birds in the window, and it's great. I love it, absolutely love it.